Hello to all you beautiful beings tuning into today's message. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. And what I have for you today is your daily guidance messages, okay? So we're going to move right into the tarot for what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on for our day. And then we're going to finish with the angel numbers for the guidance for what comes through in the tarot, okay? And already I notice I'm having, kind of stuttering on my words a little bit. And as I went to speak, my throat wanted to kind of close up a little bit. So, already we're speaking about communication and, retrograde is still here with us. We already did one little retrograde check-in and we will be doing another one. But, going back to the retrograde, really speaking about communication, difficulties in transmitting messages, okay? So basically stumbling on our words, things like that. Still having, maybe some minor difficulties with our technology, our devices, things like that, okay? So let's just get into it and see what it is that we need to know for our day, okay? So I also, on this deck today for the tarot, was guided to use the amethyst stone, one of my many, okay? So we're talking about, cleansing energy, but also protecting us from negative energy. I'm hearing right now too, some of you might feel guided to get some amethyst for yourself. Some of you, I'm feeling like, are really wondering how you can protect your energy. Amethyst, I like to call it a power stone. There's really not much that it doesn't do for us, but its strengths really are in regards to protection from negativity and negative energies, okay? So really felt like I needed to say that. All right, so let's get into it, you guys. Let's see what we need to be aware of and focusing on for our day. I'm really liking how the cards are kind of blending together as I shuffle them today. I know this past few days they haven't really been wanting to go together. Okay, so I'm already having the Two of Wands come out in reverse and the Three of Wands. Interesting. So the Two of Wands in reverse talks about personal goals, inner alignment, fear of the unknown, and lack of planning, okay? And then the Three of Wands upright talks about progress, expansion, foresight, and overseas opportunities. So this is a really interesting message here. Give me 1 second because I'm actually kind of picking up a bit. Okay, yes. So with this Two of Wands in reverse, I'm really hearing that now is really a time for planning, okay? A lot of people, and we have been seeing it coming through in the cards about this feeling unstuck, this sense of a lack of direction, and a lot of Four of Swords energy telling us, to take some time to recover, to retreat, to rest, to meditate, speaking about alignment here in this Two of Wands. So this going back to the Two of Wands in reverse talking about lack of planning. So sometimes it's like we are too hasty to take action on something that we might be planning of or brainstorming on, and then we kind of fall short because there wasn't that necessary planning that took place before taking that action. And I feel like right now really is a time when we really do need to be taking that guidance, that recommendation with that Four of Swords, and taking some time to really contemplate and recuperate and meditate, check in with, make sure that we're in alignment, but also, meditating and checking with our higher self, our intuition, and making sure that the things that we're working on are for our highest good, are in alignment with our soul purpose, okay? So once again, going back to this lack of planning, taking time now to just really, really plan instead of jumping on taking actions right away, okay? And then there's this Three of Wands next to that talking about a sense of progress and expansion and foresight. So like I said, it's like we're feeling stuck and it's like there's something that we can't see right now. So, sometimes we can't see something because we're not meant to see it right away. So taking this time once again to really set those personal goals really, this inner alignment, really looking within, making sure that we're setting the proper goals for ourselves, goals that are in alignment for ourselves. As I'm saying this, the sun is suddenly coming out really bright. It's supposed to be really, really gloomy here today. But obviously that's not the case as I'm talking about this progress and this expansion. The sun's coming out now. Okay, so I feel like that's you. That's, when we take this time, this recommendation that we're seeing here, and we have this progress and this expansion, then we raise our frequency. We become brighter, right? We are light beings. And so when we raise our frequency, we become brighter, we shine brighter, and that also helps to guide others. So, and once again, this fear of the unknown, I'm hearing it's okay to take risks, and this lack of planning, when we take time to plan, there's always, going to be an element of the fear of the unknown, but this, when we take time to plan, it's almost like this, we can release this sense of fear of the unknown because we have done the planning, okay? And it's like we've covered our bases, all of our ducks are in a row. I got distracted because I'm seeing some shadows from my tree moving outside my window. So once again, that could be speaking about something, okay? This fear of the unknown, seeing shadows moving outside my window, this need to check what that is. So, taking the proper planning to really, find out, the things that you're putting in place. I'm really stumbling with my communication today, you guys. And yes, and then the Three of Wands upright also does talk about overseas opportunities. So that might resonate for some of you. There might actually be opportunities for overseas or some travel, okay? Some travel abroad. Interesting. Okay. I'm feeling like there's something else that we need to be seeing here. So why don't we grab some clarity, like a clarifier? Let's just dive a little bit deeper on this Two of Swords and this Three of Wands here. Because I'm really am picking up more, but I'm not seeing it here. I'm not getting it through these cards. Okay, let's get some more information on this here. So what more can we know? This one really wants to come out. Okay. And the stone I'm using, so I'm grabbing another tarot card here, you guys. Sorry, I'm just diving really deep into this. And so I do have one of my amethyst stones once again. So much different than the first amethyst stone that we saw. Okay, so thinking about these amethyst stones here, I'm really feeling that energy of protection, okay? So, whatever this situation is, whatever this is speaking about, I do feel that it is protected, that you are protected. We're always protected, okay? We have the Queen of Swords here. It did come out in reverse, but I'm actually feeling it in the upright position. So we're talking about, it was reversed, but I picked it up looking at it upright. So that's the way that it's supposed to come. Independence, unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, and direct communication. So, it's like, yeah, you're really stepping into this sense of independence. You're really setting these clear boundaries. And it's interesting that we have a card talking about direct communication during retrograde, as I'm barely able to communicate here. But it's like this direct communication is like within yourself, this inner alignment, trusting in your intuition. And I feel like that's a really strong message right now, is trusting in your intuition, checking in with yourself, and make sure that, your personal goals are in alignment with yourself. The opportunities that you're working on are in alignment with yourself, okay? There's been a lot coming through in the cards about so many opportunities that we're all working towards, okay? And so just really taking time to, and also messages about, choosing what the priorities are and being able to task manage and time manage those. So I feel like that's really the message, is just being able to really discern for ourselves what is the best for us in regards to our goals, in regards to our own, inner alignment, you know, and having this ability to release the fear of the unknown a little bit and take some risks. Okay, this solar eclipse that we just had really was here to help us to have the courage to take some risks a little bit. Okay. um mm-hmm. And then, so, you know, and it's like this direct communication, I feel like that's, you know, guidance for you is to just make sure you're in that direct communication with yourself. Okay. I'm hearing, you know, once again, the answers are always within yourself. So I feel like someone really needed to hear that right now. Okay, so let's find out now, what's the guidance for this message. um, I'm actually feeling a lot of scattered energy from this message. I'm sorry if my message is not clear, or direct or making much sense. It's just how the energy really feels to me right now. So there might even be a sense of confusion for some. And I think that that's really why it's important to go back to this alignment, getting in alignment. And we see the Four of Swords just coming through so much, talking about meditation and recuperation. So, you know, sometimes if we're not taking rest, if we're not having the foresight to have that self-discipline to know when to take the rest, then, you know, it can impact us in negative ways, right? So let's find out what the angel number guidance is for us. It might help us a little bit. The stone that I have on this, gosh, you guys, I'm really stumbling here today. The stone that I was feeling guided to use on the angel number deck by myself today is the red jasper. Okay, so it does have a bit of an orange kind of coloring to it. And, you know, typically this stone has been making me think about the sacral chakra. But what is interesting today is I'm feeling the root chakra from this stone. It is a red jasper, although it does look a bit orange to us. But yes, so for some of you, this alignment might even be about taking some time to meditate, to ground yourself, get connected with nature. And that was something we saw yesterday. And interesting, I've actually been waiting for the weather to turn around so that I myself can do that. I've been waiting for like a week for the rain. We've been having heavy rain here. So, you know, tomorrow is going to be the first day that we get a good break from that. So, you know, do take the opportunity when it comes up for yourself to connect with nature a little bit, because I'm hearing for some of us that that's really what is needed for us at this time. And saying that, before I shuffle the angel numbers, I'm actually suddenly feeling really inspired to find an angel number to put in the deck to speak about connection to nature and animals and those animal spirit guides. And I am working on an animal spirit deck as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know that maybe I'll get that in there today. Maybe we'll see something come through tomorrow. So let's see here, the best guidance for us at this time with what we're seeing here. Interesting. I'm going to take that one. Okay, so the best guidance for us, this one as well. There we go. I'm feeling so many messages want to come through today, you guys. But there's just so much also happening in terms of the energy. We're in the middle of eclipse season. You know, there's a new or a full moon coming up. All kinds of things are happening, right? So, and we have 3 retrogrades that are active right now. So we have angel number 343 coming through. So this is a direct message from your angels and your spirits of their constant presence to provide you with their love, support, guidance, and inspiration. So, yeah, this inspiration, going back to these opportunities that we've been working on, and the inspiration and this guidance to these personal goals. They don't just speak to, I'm feeling that with the energy of this, it's not just speaking about personal goals, about internal personal goals, but external as well, like, you know, in regards to our career, our relationships, things like that. Okay, not just kind of self-evaluation, I'm hearing. So your angels are here to help you with that. So that's some guidance that you have, okay, is to just know that that support is there for you, and kind of, you know, your angels are here to help you. It's not selfish of you to take that support, you know. So if that support is being given to you, take it, you know, be receptive to that. Okay, I feel like that's a strong message coming through from that today, is just being receptive, knowing that the support is there for you, but also being receptive to it. You know, even asking your guides to help you a little bit if you feel that you do need a little extra help to release some burden from yourself. We have angel number 1313 coming through. So a lot of threes happening here today, okay? We also have, with the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, we have five, which talks about changes, okay? So this progress, right? These taking this time to reflect right now is going to help you to move forward into change, like we've been saying so much, okay? And these wands here, wands are a suit of action. They are the second fastest moving in the tarot deck. And we also do have the swords here with this queen, and that is, you know, the swords is the fastest moving suit of the tarot deck. So we have a lot of action here, and it's fast moving change coming in. Okay, so angel number 1313 here talks about a new part of your spiritual path, and having a new spirit guide with you. Okay, so that's a message we saw recently. So once again, connecting with nature. Okay, these spirit guides, like I was saying, really feeling guided to put more information about animals, spirit animals, in the deck. I just said that before getting started with these. I feel like for some of you, these spirit guides that you have, that they really want to connect with you, and they're wanting you to connect with them. And I feel like when you connect with nature, you're gonna find them there. Okay, so pay attention to the animals that you see around you, that even you might not have noticed a lot before. I'm hearing dragonflies. So some of you might be watching, have suddenly noticed a lot of dragonflies around you, and it's not something that you're used to seeing as frequently as you're seeing right now. So just paying attention to those kinds of animals. I'm also seeing ducks right now. That's not an animal that I connect to very well. So, or very much. It's not an animal that I think about or resonate deeply with. So that might be for someone as well, ducks. So if you're seeing a lot of ducks, loons too, those sort of animals, okay? So those might be a sign for you. So when you do see these animals, you know, you can look them up and find out what messages they hold for you, or you can even reach out to me and ask me. You know, I'm really seeing a lot of these animals, and also a lot of these frequent numbers. You know, what do they mean for me? And we can help you find those answers so that you can understand the messages for you. We also have angel number 444 here. So you are surrounded by angels, okay? These spirit guides that are with you. There's three messages coming through about that, and we do have three angel numbers here. So once again, talking about that balance, that harmony, that alignment, and also a catalyst, something that's going to happen to bring about change, but it's all positive, okay? And you are being guided through focus. So once again, taking this time, that Four of Swords energy paired with this Two of Wands in reverse, taking time to pause, surrender, recoup, meditate, you know, get into alignment, focus on your goals, you know, focus on getting, I'm hearing inner clarity, mental clarity. So there might be a situation for some of you, you know, and really leaning into letting go of this fear of the unknown, you know, building up some courage to take some risks. So that way, when the time is right, when the energy is right for us to take action, and to come out of this rest and this focus mode, then, you know, then we'll really be able to propel forward. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that it helps some of you out there, and I'll check back in with you tomorrow, and we'll have some more guidance for you then. Okay, this is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, wounded healer. Be well.